I spent 3 weeks last summer trying to teach my dog, a 70-pound golden retriever named Cal, to stop stealing socks off the bathroom floor. Every time he dropped one, I gave him a piece of chicken. Every time he grabbed another, I said nothing. Just waited. By day 9, Cal had figured out a brilliant strategy. Grab a sock, walk it over to me, drop it at my feet, and stare at my pocket where the chicken lived. He was not learning to stop stealing socks. He was learning to steal socks faster, because each theft now ended in poultry. I had, without realizing it, built a perfect little reinforcement learning loop, and my dog had optimized it better than I had. That loop, the one Cal exploited with zero shame, is basically how artificial intelligence learns. In the 1940s, behavioral psychologists started studying how animals learn from rewards and punishments. Pigeons pecking levers for seed pellets, lab rats pressing switches under green lights to receive food, pressing them under red lights and getting mild electric shocks. The animals figured it out, not because anyone explaining the rules, but because consequences shaped behavior, one repetition at a time. In 1951, a Harvard student named Marvin Minsky took this idea and ran with it. Drawing on Ivan Pavlov's classical conditioning research, Minsky built a computer that could learn through reinforcement. No explicit programming needed, just a system that adjusted its own behavior based on outcomes. It was crude, but it was the first time someone had looked at a rat in a maze and thought, I can make a machine do that. This is the monkey and banana version of artificial intelligence. The monkey reaches for a banana. If it grabs the right one, reward. Wrong one, nothing, or worse. Over hundreds of attempts, the monkey stops reaching for wrong bananas. It doesn't understand banana theory. It doesn't know what a banana is chemically. It just knows that action led to that result. In AI, this approach is called reinforcement learning. A software agent takes actions inside an environment, receives numerical rewards or penalties, and gradually figures out which sequences of decisions maximize its score. A self-driving system might receive a negative one when it hits a wall and a positive one when it safely passes another car. No one programs the driving rules directly. The system discovers them through thousands, sometimes millions of collisions and near misses. Reinforcement learning is only part of the story. To understand how modern AI actually adjusts itself, you need to know about a technique called backpropagation and a fight over who invented it. Paul Werbos described backpropagation for multi-layer neural networks in his 1974 PhD thesis. The idea was straightforward in theory. When a neural network makes a prediction and gets it wrong, you can trace the error backward through each layer and adjust the connections so the network does slightly better next time. Layer by layer, connection by connection, the system tightens. The real turning point came in 1986, when David Rumelhart, Geoffrey Hinton, and Ronald Williams published a landmark paper showing backpropagation actually working at scale. They demonstrated that hidden layers, the middle parts of a network that nobody directly programs, could learn complex patterns on their own. Hinton later said in a 2018 interview that David Rumelhart came up with the basic idea, calling it Rumelhart's invention, which didn't stop German AI researcher Jürgen Schmidhuber from arguing that foundational work by Werbos and Shunichi Amari in the 1970s deserved more recognition than it got. The credit question never fully resolved, but the technique worked. And that was what mattered. Until it didn't. Through the 1990s, many researchers abandoned neural networks entirely. Too slow, too limited, too hungry for data that didn't exist yet. Hinton was one of the few who kept going. In 2006, Hinton and his colleagues developed a method for pre-training networks using stacked Boltzmann machines, and interest started creeping back. By 2010, the machine learning revolution was underway. Then came the moment that made everyone pay attention. In March 2016, AlphaGo, built by Google DeepMind, beat Lee Sedol, the world's top Go player, 4 games to 1. Over 200 million people watched. Go has an estimated number of possible board positions exceeding 2.1 times 10 to the 170th power. Chess looks like tic-tac-toe by comparison. Google DeepMind described their method plainly. They instructed AlphaGo to play against different versions of itself thousands of times, each time learning from its mistakes. The system didn't study human Go strategies and copy them. It played itself, over and over, and the bananas it received were victories. Doina Prekup, who leads DeepMind's Montreal office, put it this way: because it's learning from interaction in an incremental way, it feels very much like what biological intelligence systems do. Here's the part worth sitting with. That dopamine hit you get when something goes right, the small surge of satisfaction when you nail a parallel park or guess the right answer, your brain runs on the same basic loop. In the 1990s, neuroscientists discovered that when a human or animal is about to perform an action, dopamine neurons make a prediction about the expected reward. Once the actual reward arrives, they fire off dopamine corresponding to the prediction error, not the reward itself. The gap between what you expected and what you got. Reinforcement learning algorithms inspired that discovery. The math came first, the biology confirmed it later. The monkey and banana metaphor isn't just a teaching tool. It's a surprisingly literal description of what your neurons are doing right now as you decide whether this is worth your time. Modern AI, the kind you interact with when you use ChatGPT or Claude, added another layer. It's called reinforcement learning from human feedback, or RLHF. When OpenAI launched ChatGPT in November 2022, the system didn't just learn from raw data. Human evaluators rated its responses. Good answer, banana. Bad answer, no banana. The AI adjusted. This is where things get expensive. Training a state-of-the-art large language model now costs tens of millions of dollars. Training compute for frontier language models has been doubling every 5.2 months since 2020. GPUs power more than 80% of AI training workloads globally, and demand for those chips increased over 200% between 2023 and 2025. AI data center capital expenditure for 2026 is expected to hit between $400 and $450 billion globally. All of that, the billions in chips, the megawatts of power, the months of continuous compute, to build a system that is, at its core, doing what Cal does with socks. Try something, get a reward. Try it differently, get a bigger reward. Repeat until the behavior sticks. In October 2024, Geoffrey Hinton won the Nobel Prize in Physics alongside John Hopfield, awarded for foundational discoveries and inventions that enable machine learning with artificial neural networks. Hinton received the call at 3 in the morning in a cheap hotel in California with poor internet. He told the Nobel press conference he was going to get an MRI scan that day, but figured he'd have to cancel it. The man who spent the 1990s working on neural networks while most of the field had moved on, who later resigned from Google in 2023 so he could speak freely about the risks of what he'd helped create, got the biggest award in science while staying at a hotel that couldn't hold a video call. He said afterward that AI will be like the Industrial Revolution, but instead of our physical capabilities, it's going to exceed our intellectual capabilities. Cal still steals socks. I never did fix the reinforcement loop. He brings them to me now with this look, like he's doing me a favor. And honestly, the chicken costs less than replacing socks. So we've both optimized our way into a stable equilibrium. Somewhere in a DeepMind server room, an algorithm is doing the same thing with a billion parameters instead of bathroom laundry. The math is more sophisticated. The principle is identical. Grab banana. Get reward. Grab banana faster.